Morning to all. Myself, Dr. Arun Negamia from Aerospace Engineering Department. Today, I am going to take one topic from Fundamentals of Aerospace Engineering subject. Topic name is Flight Instruments for Basics. So, in that things, first one is that there are the 6 essential components for this flight instrumentation. First one is airspeed indicator. So, it can be useful to measure the aircraft velocity. Second one is the altitude indicator. So, it will useful to measure the pitch and roll for this aircraft. Altimeter, it can be useful to measure the uh, altitude above the sea level. Next one is the vertical speed indicator. So it can be used to measure the rate of climb and falling. And heading indicator. So it can be used to measure the directional references. And next one is a turning coordinator. So it can be used to measure the turn rate and quality. The classification of flight instruments. First one is a Pitot-Static system. So in that Pitot-Static system, it contains the airspeed indicator, altimeter, vertical speed indicator. So all the indicators are it can be used to measure the pressure differentials. And the next one is the gyroscopic instruments. It can be classified the altitude indicator, turn coordinator, heading indicator. So these are all the indicators are used to measure the rigidity in space. And magnetic compass, the mostly this type of compass it can be show the directional control. So if the aircraft it can be turned in right or not or north or south, east or west. And Pitot-Static instrumentations. So in that Pitot-Static, it can be defined means the total pressure that can be dynamic pressure and static pressure. It can be calculated by using this Pitot-Static. So in that Pitot-Static board, it can be used to measure the ambient atmospheric pressure. So the pressure difference it can be calculated in the Pitot-Static stove. So there are the 3 critical instruments are we are using for this case. First one is the airspeed indicator. So in that airspeed indicator, it display the difference between pitot and static pressure. Altimeter, it will show the what are all the altitude you are flying during the flying cases. And vertical speed indicator, this type of indicator can be used to how much distance you have lift the aircraft. Next one is the gyroscopic instrument fundamentals. So that gyroscopic instruments uh, already we discussed. That means the attitude indicator. This means it can be used to pitch and roll the for this aircraft. And heading indicator. So in that heading, the aircraft knows it can be turned either the right or left, north, south, east, and west. Turning coordinator, the turning, how much radius you can turn that aircraft. These are all the things that can be calculated with the turn coordinator. And next one is the instrument panel in action. So in that instrument panel in action, there are the 6 packs. The first one is maintaining the orientation in IMC. So in that cases, what are all the safety precautions we need, or these are all things it can be useful in that cases. So and next one is the coordinated flight parameter. So the in that coordinated parameters like altitude, airspeed, heading, these are all the navigation tools. It can be calibrated and it will show the accurate result or not. Next one is avoiding uncoordinated turns. So like we will turn the aircraft in coordinate directions only. For example, if the aircraft move in right direction means you should turn the aircraft in right, and you are not able to turn the left means the definitely the accident will happen. Next one is the real-time checking. So all the parameters it can be checked in in person. Instrument failure cases. So in that instrument failure cases, the first one is putative blockage. So in that putative blockage means it will not show the pressure difference in correct manner. So in that cases, we will find out in Air France flight 447. And next one is the gyroscopic instrument failure. So in that gyroscopic instrument failure, it will happen due to the vacuum pump failure. Next one is a backup system, like the GPS and some mouse. It will not uh, open properly. These are all the failures we will happen due to the instrument failure cases. So in that things, what are all the activity we will check. So in that things, the thing pair share. So in that thing means what are all the failure it will happen before the flight takeoff, and what are all the solutions we will apply for this cases. And sir, what are all the solutions we already you have implemented? These are all the possible solutions you can share to your colleagues. These are all the things for activity. So thank you. We will catch you on next topic on next